Vaibhav, firstly, I just want to warmly welcome you on Filmy Shilmi. A huge congratulations on Tribhang. I think it's a fantastic film. I really, really enjoyed the movie, and I think I cried quite a lot as well in the movie, and I'm sure you must have as well. How has the reaction been for you in terms of the appreciation you've been getting, and so has the film?
I'm really overwhelmed by the appreciation that we are getting for the movie, for my character, and I think at the end of the day, it's a team effort, and while you're working, you get those vibes with what exactly is going to happen to this project. And while we were working, it was a wonderful experience. The credit goes to our writer director Renuka ma'am. I think she has weaved the project in such a way that it directly hits the right chord with the audience. It was trending on number one on Netflix, so that is something which is really very nice and really overwhelming for us.
The fact that people are loving Robindro from Tribhang. I mean, how was your experience of working on the film and working with such seasoned actors?
So I already had worked with Tanvi ma'am in Bajirao Mastani. She played my
Yes.
mother in that movie as well.
Yeah, actually, yes, that's
So
correct.
we already shared a great rapport. Working with and working with I was working for the first time with Kajol ma'am. So it was a great experience working with her. She's fun to work with and she's fun to be around. Uh, but having said that, the credit goes to Renuka ma'am, because when I read the script, I was like, Renuka ma'am, you're sure, right? I'll be able to pull this off. Because the this guy, he has left everything. He is not interested in the materialistic world, and I actually cannot relate to many of the things which this character uh, thinks.
Hmm.
But she was very sure, and then we did few breathing sessions, and after that she was like, I have found my Robindro. Don't worry, we'll go ahead with this. And even I never thought about the response, what how people will react to that character. I was like, okay, it was a wonderful experience working with a wonderful team. So that was it for me. But after the film got released and the kind of response that I'm getting for Robindro as well, it's so nice, because at the end of the day, what you want is the appreciation from the audience, and when you get that, as an artist, you're the happiest.
Right, absolutely. I can truly, truly understand that. In fact, Kajol has an abundance of energy. I think whenever I've interviewed her, you just want to kind of
Yeah.
speak with her again, and you want that to last for such a long time. You just can't get enough of her. I think that's the sort of sentiment we all have towards her. So what did you learn from her as an actor? I mean, how did you both create that synergy on screen? Because it was so magical to see that brother sister bond that we saw. I think it was so unique and something which you've not really seen a lot in Hindi cinema. So did you both sort of spend time with each other as well, off screen, to kind of get that synergy with each other?
Frankly speaking, all the 90s kids, they are big fan of Kajol ma'am. So like I being one of them. So from day one, I told her that, ma'am, I'm a huge fan of yours. And I just used to love spending time with her. So that chemistry, it automatically, it just happened. Because when between the shots, I used to be like chatting with her, and we had formed a group, like me, Kajol ma'am, Tanvi ma'am, Renuka ma'am. So I think it's, at the end of the day, chemistry is nothing but the comfort level the two actors share with each other. And once that comfort level is there, then the chemistry will be definitely seen on the screen. It's just that the relation might be different. So it at times it's a brother sister bond, it's a bond of two lovers. But if those two actors are comfortable working with each other, you can get that chemistry out anytime.
Honestly, I actually genuinely think that Robindro has the potential to have his own origin story. I genuinely think that because, playing a character like him is not something we've seen often in Bollywood. Because I feel a lot of people might not be able to resonate with it because they might obviously kind of think it's a bit comical, or they'll kind of mock it but not really quite understand what Robindro is going through. And I also have many, many questions about what leads him to the life situation that he's currently in. In fact, we saw a lot about Anu and how her rapport was with her mother. But I think we needed to see your story. Do you feel that wo thoda sa adhura reh gaya hai? Do you think that perhaps we could have had a bit more about Robindra, or how he kind of went through the turmoil
as,
as
as
well?
as an actor, definitely yes. As a selfish actor, I would say yes. But at the end of the day, I feel it's the call of the director how she wants her movie to be projected, and how she wants her characters to be projected.
Uh-huh.
So having said that, I'm really happy right now with whatever is there.
Mm.
But yes, Robin Rowe, uh, he he has a very interesting journey.
Right.
So frankly speaking, lots of people who saw the movie, they were like, we would have loved to see more of his journey. What made him come to a point where like at this point where he is right now in the movie, what made him come to this point, what challenges he faced when he till the point he came till the point he decided that okay, I want to leave this materialistic world and I want to walk on the path of spirituality. So
Mm.
people were interested in that as well. So I think that is the success of me as an actor and Renuka ma'am as a writer, I suppose, that people want to explore more about the characters.
Yes, exactly. And I think the reason why I say we don't see characters like this often in Hindi cinema is because kya hota hai, aise characters na either are presented to be antagonists, or they're just
Right.
there to kind of
Caricature.
yes, caricature, and it's obviously almost a mockery. Saying, "Arey, ye kaise ho sakta hai? Wo kaise ho sakta hai?" It happens, and I've seen that a lot. In fact, I'm sure you've probably heard a lot about the whole controversy of like a few web series recently, which kind of
Yeah.
have been accused of doing that. So I think that's why I was very looking forward to that, and I'm glad we've got something like that as well. Do you think as well that it's important to have such characters which show that spirituality is not where spirituality is not presented in a very mocking way or a stereotypical way as well?
It is I like, for me it was a prerequisite. I was like, this character, I don't know how many people will resonate with it, but people should not laugh that something like this is rubbish. It shouldn't happen. So most that was one thing which we were really skeptical about, that it's okay, you might not be able to relate to him, but whatever he is saying, you should be like, okay, it makes sense to me. At times it doesn't make sense to me, but this is a character and that's his life journey.
Yeah.
That was a prerequisite, and I truly believe that such characters need to be portrayed, because there's so much of misunderstanding around spiritualities,
Yeah.
that and frankly, and the best part was why it helped me to portray Robin was because even I regularly do Yog Kriya. So I have my friends who are completely into spirituality. I have a few of my friends are brahmacharis. So I have seen that life very closely, and unfortunately, people think that Yog Kriya and all these things, you need to do it after 50 or 60. But if you go to these institutions which are there in India, wherein they teach Kriya Yoga and stuff like that, you'll be surprised to see the average age of people there is 30. So
Yes.
this notion that spirituality or Yog Kriya is for someone who has crossed his 50 and 60, it's completely wrong.
Absolutely. And I really hope that people take a leaf out of that and don't use such tropes as a way to kind of present religion or spirituality in a very condescending or patronizing way, which is why I
Absolutely.
think Robindra is is a breath of fresh air, and that's why I really valued the character too, as well. But
Frankly speaking, I want to compliment you because this is one very interesting insight, because I have been giving interviews since last 2-3 days, but this never came my way. And I'm really glad that, because this was at the back of our mind, me and Renuka ma'am, because Renuka ma'am's husband, Ashutosh Rana, he is also big time into spirituality. She was very clear that I don't want people to make fun of this character. You know, he needs to be very strong and he needs to be taken seriously by the audience.
yes, and kudos to her for doing that. In this era of where we have so much political commentary and a lot of sort of social dramas emerging on the web space, it's so wonderful to have a film like Tribhang, which kind of does that, I really do value that as well. But I think speaking a bit more about yourself, Vaibhav, you've been a part of a lot of work in Marathi cinema actually, and even your films in Hindi as well have a very solid Marathi link as well from the films that you've done or recent as well. Has this been conscious on your part to choose such style of projects, or have they just come your way?
Frankly speaking, only two projects were there wherein I had a Marathi link. And if you
Yeah,
ask me about my Hindi projects, I still consider myself someone who's new in Hindi film industry. Of course, I've done substantial amount of work in Marathi film industry, and by God's grace, I have got immense love from the audience in that industry. But as far as Hindi film industry is concerned, I am new to this industry. I have done few films here. I had a great experience, and Bajirao Mastani had a Marathi link,
yeah,
and Tribhang has a Marathi link. But otherwise, if you consider about Lipstick Under My Burkha, I played the role of a guy who's from Bhopal.
right,
So and I think that is the beauty of being an actor. And I always wanted to play versatile roles. I
right,
never wanted to stereotype. Like for example, if your mother tongue is Marathi, then you'll get all the roles of a Maharashtrian guy. If your mother tongue is Bengali, then you'll always be Bengali, or you'll always be Chatterjee in all the movies. So I don't like that. And I remember at Mami Film Festival, Lipstick Under My Burkha was screened, and Ratna ma'am, she's one of the leads in the movie.
yeah.
So her husband, Nasruddin Shah, Nasri sir had come, and after the movie got over, he just called me. Uh, I guess I've seen you somewhere. I said, sir, I just did one Hindi movie. Bajirao Mastani. Yeah, I've seen you in that movie. You did a great job, and I loved your work in this movie as well. Lipstick Under My Burqa. Are you from Bhopal? I said yes. That's a compliment which I wanted, because I always loved learning new languages. I always want love to learn dialects. Like whenever you go to different places, that there are different dialects, and as an artist, I think you should be able to adapt to those dialects. For example, if you are playing a Bhopali, people should actually feel that you're from Bhopal. And I think that compliment coming from Nasir sir was a very big thing.
Yeah, do you know, I've actually noticed this, Vaibhav, actually मैंने अभी भी ये मतलब जहन में आया है जब भी कोई नॉन हिंदी स्पीकर होता है एक फिल्म में, like back in the day and even somewhat now as well, they're often caricaturized quite a lot. There's a lot of stereotypes that emerge from it. Like for example, if you have a Punjabi character, he'll be very overtly loud and a bit
Precisely, I have so many Punjabi friends who are so subtle. But Punjabis in Hindi movies are like, oh, मैं तो बता रहा हूँ. How many Punjabis talk like that, man? Just tell me.
मैं
Or
मैं तो नहीं
Gujaratis
जानता.
for that matter. Gujaratis, अरे मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं ना भाई. How many Gujaratis speak like that?
I'm
Or
Gujarati and I
for
don't
that
speak like that.
Maharashtrians, अरे मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं बाबा. I have never heard my Marathi friends speak like this. So it's time that we stop these stereotypes. And
Yeah,
that's the reason I'm extra cautious at times whenever I get Marathi roles. Also, even in if I'm doing a role of a Marathi guy like Robin Rowe, I was very clear. Even Renuka ma'am was very clear that we'll not be portraying that in a stereotypical way.
right.
मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं बाबा. No one speaks like this. Frankly speaking, no one speaks like this. Like when Punjabis watch certain movies, I'm sure if you're a Punjabi, you'll be like, who speaks like this, man, in our family?
No, exactly. And I think that's something which I always have been wondering why that is the case. And I think the fact that non-Hindi films nowadays are gaining a lot of momentum and they're sort of crossing over to become the new mainstream now. There was a very clear distinction between the mainstream and non-mainstream, but thanks to the web, it's now becoming one
Absolutely.
common ground now. In what way do you think this whole popularity can perhaps change the narrative in the way non-Hindi characters are portrayed in Bollywood films?
See, frankly speaking, what has happened because of the OTT platforms, uh, as an audience, I can watch a Marathi movie, Hindi movie, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada movie, and everything is served to me on a platter. So as an audience, my taste is changing for sure, because my exposure has increased, which was not the case before the OTT came into the picture. Now, on the same OTT platform, I can watch a Hollywood movie, I can watch a French movie, I can watch an Italian movie. So gradually, I start comparing in a very subconscious way, but my tastes will change. The narratives will change, and they will have to change if we have to remain. You know what? If we have to stay in this competitive world, we
Mm.
have to change. We
Yeah.
just see what I liked 10 years back, I might not like it today. My taste might change. And as they say, change is the only constant. So we need to adapt to it to stay relevant.
Yes, as they say in Hindi, "Badlav Prakriti ka niyam hai." I think if I'm not wrong. I
Yeah.
think that's definitely a sort of line that comes up. But I think that's the truth, and I think I'm glad that we. I mean, I still think we're still far from it being perfect in terms of equal sort of representations and stuff. I still think there's a lot of work to be done on that aspect. But I think thankfully it's happening slowly as well. I mean, what will you be doing as an artist to make sure that change kind of happens actually?
I'll tell you one thing. I have done 8 to 10 films as lead in Marathi, but and 3 4 movies in Hindi. So people were asking me, when are you doing your lead movie in Hindi? So 2020 was the answer. I just completed my first Hindi movie as lead. It's directed by Mr. Makran Mane, who's a national award winning director,
Yes.
and opposite me I have Anjali Patil, who's a national award winning actor. So it was a wonderful experience working with 2 national award winning personalities. You know, so I'm really looking forward for that. I'm playing a Punjabi guy in that, and I have not spoken like that. Oh man, bataya. You know, even
Right.
the director he was very sure that Weber, we are not going to portray it in that way. We'll of course there is slight difference in a way Marathi guy will speak or a Punjabi guy will speak, but that has to be it has to be a nuanced performance. It cannot be stereotypical and over the top.
Yeah.
You know, so
Hmm.
that I have genuinely tried, and let's hope. I'm sure when the film will release in 2021, we'll again have an interview, and I would love to have your take on that
Yes.
movie.
No, definitely. In fact, I'm glad you mentioned that actually because I believe it's a romantic film as well, right? And
Yeah.
you've been shooting in lockdown actually for that or during the pandemic for that.
No, we were shooting during the time when the government of India had already allowed the shoot. So
Okay.
the government allowed, I think, in July, and I shot that movie in November end. So we completed the shoot in December, and now it's in the post production stage. The dubbing will start by the end of this month.
Oh wow. So I mean the fact that obviously the pandemic was still on at the time when you were shooting. I mean how different was it for you to kind of be on set during such a time? I mean there must have been a huge difference in terms of the way the shooting was
Huge.
because of social distancing and zyada bheed nahi hogi, I'm sure. So what was it like for you? I mean it must have been quite a bit of a shock for you initially, right?
It was very uncomfortable because we were never used to that, and like the hugs were normal, people coming and discussing, like sitting together discussing about the scene and stuff like that. But because of corona, suddenly there was this sense of fear that okay, we just cannot sit together. And Tribhang was the last movie before the lockdown. So we completed the shoot, I guess, in March, and then the lockdown happened. In India, it was on 21st of March. So Tribhang was the last movie where everything was normal, and normal I mean the actual normal, not the new normal.
Yeah.
But after that, whatever I had shot, it was with the masks, and I think actors are the most vulnerable because when during action you have to remove the mask, then you again wear the mask. So it was quite difficult. But touchwood, I guess the credit goes to Kriya Yoga and that care that I was taking, that I could sustain in that period as well.
Yeah, I think it's true actually. It's funny because I was doing an interview actually with an actor the other day, and they were saying that this really isn't the new normal. चलो ठीक है, कुछ substantial time के लिए ये अभी चल रहा है because that's the sort of safety precautions we have to take. But it's not the new normal, you know. I think it's just so difficult to kind of grasp that whole concept of this sort of disaster that's happened with us. I don't even know how to coin it anymore. You know, it's
And
kind
you
of
know what? People will, like, I don't know, after 5 6 months, by God's grace, if everything falls in place, I don't know how will I react when suddenly one day people will be like, okay, you don't have to wear the mask. Okay, can I hug him? Like, actually, can I hug him? It will be like that. So it will be different, but I'm sure we'll actually go back to our normal. I don't think this normal we want, and I don't think this will stay for a very long time,
Yeah.
because the vaccination drives, they have started in different countries, including India, and I'm really hopeful that it will work.
यार मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ कि I just dread the day where food becomes digital. मतलब food का मतलब देखना पड़ना होगा on our laptops and on our like
Yeah.
technology device. And then we'll have to पेट भर के मतलब देख के पेट भरना पड़ेगा. I'm scared for that day,
Now
dude.
that's quite innovative on your part to think like that.
Sounds like a Black Mirror episode, to be very honest. Yeah, I think I think we were just talking about people asking you a lot, when are you doing your main lead in a Hindi film, and obviously that's happening for you. But I think a lot of critics and audiences alike have appreciated you a lot in this sort of works that you have done as well already, in which you were playing supporting characters as well. I mean, the fact that there's a lot of onus nowadays on talent and fresh faces breaking through. Um, would you say that this recognition that you're now getting has been long overdue?
Like, if you want to say like that, I'll be happy. I take it as a compliment. Frankly speaking, you know what, brother? I frankly speaking, from the like what my background is, and from the place that I come from Nagpur, city in India, where we don't have lots of film shoots happening there. We were never linked to like we had no connection in the industry, come what may. From there, coming to this point, for me, I'm really happy. Having said that, there's a long way to go, but yes, the kind of appreciation which I'm getting right now, or the kind of role that are coming my way, it's the lead. I don't know, I don't like this word, but yes, people like it. So yeah, the lead.
Yeah.
I'm doing my first Hindi film as lead, so I'm really happy. And I've always believed that the progress has to be measured from the point where you started. So for me, I'm more than happy that from the point where I started, and where I have come, even though it's a very small progress, but I'm on the right path. This is what I believe. And as I said, long way to go.
Yeah, I think when people actually begin their careers in acting as well, they always have that sort of wish to kind of take center stage as well, as the lead. Did you ever have that expectation as well?
Frankly speaking, you know what? I have already done that in Marathi films, and I have, by God's grace, I have had enough love. I've got enough love from the audience. So it's about replicating that in some other industry. For me, it's like that. That's the way I look at it. So it's not that I haven't experienced that, or haven't been that. It's just that the language was different. Now the language is different. I look at it in that way. So uh, if you ask me, is that your dream? Well, that dream is already fulfilled by one industry. uh, Now I'm talking about Hindi. Yes, this will be my first Hindi movie as lead, and I just wish that the way Marathi audience have loved me, or the way Marathi audience have supported me, I just wish that people from other part of the country, for whom Hindi is their first language, they support me and they love me in the same way the Marathi audience did.
Yeah, and I wanted to actually ask you about that as well. I mean, having played obviously characters in big films like what Bajirao Mastani and Manikarnika as well, um, in what way has that kind of helped you to gain commercial traction? Because as it is, you did a fantastic job in Marathi cinema, and you were obviously a well-known figure in that industry too. But having done films like that, I mean, is commercial traction something that's always been important to you at all?
Uh, I think the most important thing for an artist is the appreciation from the audience. So the more number of people appreciate you, if that is called as commercial traction, then yes, people will be more than happy. Artists will be more than happy to get that commercial traction. But yes, having said that, Bajirao Mastani and Manikarnika, the kind of marketing that was done for those two movies, the kind of eyeballs which were garnered because of those movies, I think definitely yes, that has helped me. At times it becomes a bit tricky because the look was so different in Bajirao Mastani with the
Yeah.
bald patch and the jewelry and everything. People were like, are you Chima? Oh, yes, yes. I recognize you from your nose. I said, wow, kya baat hai? So I have come across such things. But yes, definitely that has helped me as an actor. And definitely when you are a part of such projects, I think the credibility somewhere down the line increases because of the names associated with that movie, the director associated with that movie. So somewhere uh, people who have not seen your work, they feel that this guy must be a decent actor just because this director has chosen him. So of course it's a matter of perception, how people perceive it. But at the end of the day, frankly speaking, I'll tell you, I just concentrate on my work. uh, but yes, this time my friends, my well-wishers, they were like, you, it's high time you get out of that introvert zone and you talk to the media uh, the way you have never done before in Hindi film industry, so that your work is it reaches more and more people.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
which I think that I have done this time.
Yeah, no, definitely. In fact, because Tribhang is a very special film, I think for many, many reasons as well, because it also marks Kajal's digital debut, and because a lot of people have showed a lot of love towards your character as well as the film, and of course Kajal's performance too. Um, in what way do you think, hope, or expect life will change for you? I mean, do you have any expectations now, or do you have any sort of wishes that you'd hope that would emerge from Tribhang?
I would love to do more and more good projects with good people. So if Tribhang does that for me, it's well and good. I have few projects lined up in the Hindi film industry, so I'm really looking forward for those, and I'm really looking for that movie wherein I'm playing the lead. I would like to see how that shapes up and how that is perceived by the audience. I think that will decide a lot about the next course of action.
Okay, lovely. And is it aimed for a cinematic release, I believe, right?
Now I think, see, the scenario is
Different.
right now it's I won't say difficult, but it is confusing what exactly is going to happen, how people are going to react, and what are the things which will happen. But
Yeah.
frankly speaking, what I want is maximum number of people watching that movie. So if it's a OTT platform, because frankly speaking, Tribanga is on number one right now on Netflix,
Mhm.
so I'm sure lots of people have watched this movie. So I just want people, more and more people, to watch the movie. The medium will the makers will decide at that time, and whichever is the best thing, I think that should happen with the movie.
Yeah, no, definitely. The sound of things as well. I think it looks like a very exciting time for you as well, Vaibhav. And I think I and many, many others are very much excited to see more great work emerge from you. And I can't wait to see that film with Anjali Patil as well. I think it looks very interesting. And I can't wait to catch up with you on that as well.
Yes, brother, we'll definitely do that.
Lovely. Well, on that note, thank you so much, Vaibhav. Thank you for joining me and wishing you all the very best for 2021 and your all upcoming projects. And of course, congratulations on Tribhang as well.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.